Hello everyone, Clang In here, and I'm coming at you from the Peercraft server, playing some Foolcraft. This is my first official stream all by myself. Woohoo! Normally, um, me and Navi, or Navi Hey Listen, will normally play together. Today, she's out with the dinner with the family, and I'm all on my own, left to my own devices. All right, if you notice around, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour and use her video to kind of show everything off. Um, but we got quite a bit of DecoCraft stuff as she's just kind of thrown up here. Ooh, looks like we have some ender lilies that we can harvest. This right here is how we would be getting all of our ender pearls. Ooh, that hurt. It's getting a little bit difficult to uh, harvest them. I'm going to have to move them around here soon. Put them in maybe one single line. Make it a little easier. Ooh, looks like we got another lily there. Did we? Yeah, awesome. Which means even more ender pearls. So let's go grab a piece of endstone and we'll put that down. And then we'll continue going around showing you what we got. These right here are all the Hermitrons that I have collected. And these are all the ones that Navi has collected. That's her cute little teddy bear. Isn't he gorgeous? Just completely adorable. I like the little creeper guy. He's my favorite so far. Oop. Gotta get some coal out of the chest. The colossal chest is awesome because it holds so much, and you can make an alumite pick, so it automatically goes into the box and all that. That's really great, but not so great for searching for items. I need to find some coal. I know it's in here somewhere. Is that it? Nope, that's basalt. There's a couple pieces. That'll be enough to get us up and running. And that's sand. Yeah, we got to work on our power production here. It's pretty dreadful. Right now we're just kind of running off of this one generator. And we have a food area over to our right here, which I'll show you here in a moment. Oh, it looks like we have quite a few Nintendos. Let's put this iron in there. That's up there. It's my boots. I don't need the fluid conduit. The ender pearls can go in. We'll put you here and do this real quick. I know it's not pretty, but it's something that we plan on working on. And right now it's just to get us the ender pearls. So, but nonetheless, as you see, my food, we've been kind of surviving off of juice. We just set up a toast sandwich station, which I'll show you here in a moment. But while we're here, I'll go ahead and pick all these lovely berries to make more juice. I'm going to have to make a lavatory here soon just because of all the juice I've been drinking. And if you're looking around the base, this is just our start. We really haven't started building anything yet. It's more just getting our basic infrastructure laid out, put down, so then we can start focusing on the build. Unlike Hermit Pack, with Hermit Pack you can build the ore and the resource miners out of environmental tech, and that gives you the ability to pretty much have unlimited resources. All you got to do is figure out how to process them, and then create the power to do that. Which I think we're going to be shooting for an Escalium reactor just to run passive power. Here, but we don't have the resource nor the ore miner here in Foolcraft, so I'm trying to figure out how, other than going down and just vein mining constantly, how we set up our resources constantly flowing in. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. We have the ability to probably set up a quantum quarry. We just haven't sat down to do that yet, and I think we want to do that as together as a group, and we want to it's obsidian. Here's coal. Either stream or record that either way. So let's get this coal here. Trying to trade myself to do that. She gets a little annoyed when I don't clear out the grid. All right, we'll put that in there, and that should keep us going for a little while. All right, over here, past a little TARDIS, another DecoCraft item. These are pretty neat. That's our food. That's what I'm going to show you next. But the waystone, you make a waystone and a warpstone. Waystone is, they're pretty not hard, but not very easy. It took us a little while. You need a warp stone to make it, but you need the 3 pieces of obsidian, some bricks, and then this warp stone. The warp stone, the reason it took us so long is the ender pearls. And we needed to make 2 of them. Well, 3 of them. 1 for me, 1 for Navi, and then 1 for the waste stone itself. So what the warp stone does is you right-click it on one of the waste stones here, and then you hold it in, and it gives you the ability to teleport to any of the waystones that you've clicked on. I think there's a limit. I want to say the limit's probably, I think it's 12. All right, cool. We have some toast ready to go. Do we have any? All right, good. All right, so basically right now, I plan on automating this with a farming station and whatnot, but we really got to lay down and figure out our power situation before I start just dropping machines around everywhere and start doing stuff. Because I tend to go a little crazy like that every once in a while. Just, I want it done. I want it there. I want to be focusing on my builds and not the infrastructure that's going to give me the ability to give me the resources and the ability to not have to worry about food or where's my energy coming from. I got to go do this menial task over here. I like to automate all of that just so I can focus on building and in this pack, adventuring. This pack is supposed to focus on the exploring and the adventuring, hence the Hermitrons. There's clouds for inventory pets. These little tiny clouds here. Look at the inventory pet here. Whoop. It's at, isn't it? Oh, helps if I type it in correctly, I think. There we go. Tons of pets, and they have these neat little effects. Like the cloud pet gives you flight. One of the pets gives you protection from fire. One of them feeds you. So they all have different effects. There's even holiday pets, which the April Fool's one was in the game. It was just removed from the last patch. Navi had one, and when you would use it, it would cause just weird stuff to happen. Like things would get dark and a whole bunch of bats would show up and stuff like that. That was pretty neat. But anyway, so now we've harvested the wheat. We're going to bring it over here to the crafting station or table. Well, this is a station. And then we're going to, make our bread. Then we're going to pop the bread in this furnace. Now, if we look at this furnace, I only made it 1 level higher. So I got hardened 1. So let me show you what I mean here. So we made a redstone furnace, which really wasn't hard. It was some bricks, a machine frame, some gears, and a little bit of redstone. I think the hardest part in it might have been, let's see. Really, there wasn't anything difficult. I had all of these materials from our first mining session. But nonetheless, I made this. We made a Stirling generator just to keep it running, which is a basic Ender IO, which here's a capacitor that I found, which it seems to be in the middle between just not having one and having an octavic? Yeah, the ×8 capacitor. But nonetheless, for the furnace, I gave it a hardened upgrade, which this wasn't too bad. It was a bronze gear, some Invar. Invar's not too difficult. Invar's just nickel and iron. And then we gave it this. What that harden does, it gives it the ability to get an augment. Without it, it doesn't have the power to get an augment. It will only act as a regular furnace. What I did was put in the Trivection chamber, which we hold shift here. It can only go in the redstone furnace, and it gains additional food when cooking. Now, unfortunately, this can only produce food now, but that's okay because that's really all we're using it for. So we're going to drop that in here. We'll take these out here, and basically what we're doing is making toast sandwiches. It's a pretty good food if you look at it. We're going from juice, which gives us 3 haunches and 6 saturation. And then we went to toast sandwiches, which is 4 haunches and a lot of saturation. But right now I'm trying to use up all of my juice before I move into, going into that. We're going to probably automate that with a farming station and a crafter and all that other stuff. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. They fixed this. This used to give us common loot bags for anything we put in, and it used to accept cobblestone, logs, and planks. It now no longer accepts cobblestone, logs, or planks. It'll accept anything else that you put in there, and it only gives us trash bags. So we look at the trash bag. It used to give us common, so we had that running in here. 4 commons made an uncommon, 4 uncommons made a rare, all the way up to legendary. So, and then we had it moving over here to automatically be opened. So we could drop this in here and it'll automatically open it for us. Bam! These are pretty neat because it kind of makes up for not having a resource miner in the fact that it gives us just about any block we want. And since we fed in so much cobble making the common loot bags, it still has 70,000 of these loot bags. So what I plan on doing here is I'm probably going to get like a 12 high by 12 Y storage. I think we have storage drawers, don't we? Yeah, I have storage drawers. There's 2 right in front of me, right there and there. Jeez. Man. All right, but we're going to make a 12 by 12 storage facility with a controller and then just run those directly into the bag opener here and then have the bag opener distribute that into the storage drawers. Then we'll hook the storage drawers up to the crafting or refined storage there. That way we can pretty much have access to whatever we want. Ooh, looks like, are there more ender pearls? Are these ready? Are they growing that fast? Nope, they're not quite ready. Oh well. Alright, so this is kind of our work area right now. We got our tree farm because we plan on using a lot of this jacaranda, the amaranth. We like these. This is our orchard over here. We've got some apples. I plan on going and finding other fruit out exploring. I just haven't yet. I just really love this tree. Orange autumn leaves. I think it came from a seasonal forest is the biome it came from because we do have biomes of plenty. Oop, more apples. Nom nom nom. But I just love that tree. This is our old cow farm. Spring, spring, squishy, squishy. That's my slime boots making me bounce like that. Necessary for every great adventurer. Ooh, there's just like a hole here, man. She put some loamy dirt out here because these cool trees, these umbran woods, only grow on loamy dirt. And they have a space requirement, it looks like. It looks like they have to be 4 or 5 blocks away from each other. Now, let me show you what we're going to be doing over here. We decided in Hermit Pack, we went with, our basic theme was time pirates that traveled time and stole monuments. So we're on the Hermit Pack server, which we'll probably stream every once in a while so you guys can check it out. But on the Hermit Pack server, we're building big monuments. We've built the Hanging Gardens. We plan on building an actual scale model of the Colosseum. We've built that Roman dome. It slips my mind at the present moment. I apologize. On the Dogcraft server, which is the vanilla server we play on, we're kind of doing like a cosmic horror theme, more Cthulhu, kind of like my skin, I happen to be a pretty big H.P. Lovecraft fan, so, Cthulhu has made me a hipster because I was into him before he was cool. But what are you going to do? Anyway, we decided we're going to do Pirate Cove here I don't like that dirt just hanging out there. It bothers me. On the Foolcraft server, we're going to do a Pirate Cove based off of this area because we both, oh, look at that, another lily, man. Just getting lucky. I couldn't get any, and then all of a sudden I'm getting tons. But, all right. This crag biome that we ran across, we just really, it's just a good-looking biome. And we need to do a little bit of work here and there. Like, there's a square block up there I'd like to take down. I'd like to resculpt the cliff a little bit. But this whole bar here for no reason, or do something with the ugly water mills. And I know there's a better way to set that up. I just threw them down real quick to get them working because I got tired of, manually pumping that to get our resonator to work. But nonetheless, we've started. We started a cow foundry. Really is the only thing that we've gotten up and built so far. Which there were these neat little items from Ender.io. They're called a travel anchor. Stand on it, and you can see other travel anchors that are in range. For example, this one will take you over to the cows in the chest, which, bam, we're building. This is, now, in the mod itself, for colossal chests, there is no limit to the size of the chest you can create. Now, in Foolcraft, they put a limit of a 20 by 20 chest. So we're building a 20 by 20 iron chest. I tried to talk her into diamond, but she didn't want to waste that many resources. I have a feeling that once we get the quantum quarry up and running and everything is up to snuff, we'll have the resources and we will put another 20 by 20 beside this one and make it diamond. Just because, I don't know, it'd be very pimp, you know? It'd be like, look at the resources we had to waste on this big giant thing. Because each one of these blocks is a log, and then in this case, that log is surrounded by iron. Plus, we're going to need interfaces, and which are built a little differently. I think they're with cobble iron in the log. And we'll need a controller to actually control it. So, but this is the project in hand. I go down. We have, here, let me... I've mined so much. You have no idea. Oh, it's crazy. Let's see. Whoop, boing, boing. This isn't pretty, but this is literally a strip mine. Since we have Vein Miner in the pack, I'll show you real cool how I pretty much mine. But if you look, I cleared out all of that so far. And I still haven't gotten all, like for example there. Now if we hit Vein Miner, it'll grab it all and automatically, if you'll notice, it's not in my inventory because I have an Alumite pickaxe. Alumite gives you the world or global traveler power, which allows you to right click on any inventory and whatever you mine with that item, be it dirt with a shovel, wood with an axe, ores, and weirdly enough gravel with a pickaxe, it will automatically put it into that inventory, which makes mining like this just so much easier. You just walk up, bam, done. We got some diamond, bam, done. And look at that just disappear. It's just crazy. I mean, I guess it makes up in many ways for not having the resource miners and whatnot. I do really like environmental tech. I really like the power options it gives you and everything. But I'm interested to see if we can successfully, and here we have another mod called Draconic Evolution, which I'm really interested to see if we can successfully run one of their reactors. Because their reactors, from what I understand, can blow up and destroy a large chunk of the area that they were in. And there's no way of saving it. You can make reinforced obsidian in this using our draconic obsidian, I believe it's called. I can look it up in JEI, but nonetheless, it's supposed to be nigh on indestructible, like better than bedrock. And I guess the draconic reactor, when it blows up, will not blow it up, but it doesn't stop the explosion. So there's no way of actually protecting your base other than to put it up somewhere really far away. Which we haven't really, we're nowhere near that. So let me go back to base here. Oh, it looks like I need to eat. And get some chomping on that apple. Nope, 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 nope. We'll get the juice going. Alright, so we've seen the travel anchors. Let's go show you the cow foundry, at least what we've gotten so far. And then maybe we'll figure something out. There's a couple different things that I've been wanting to work on. Here we go. It is out in the middle of the cove, which we plan on building a dock with just above the water level with boats and so on. And basically, how do I get out here without... Man, I'm missing flight. Really need to get creative flight going. Nonetheless, building out and building facades onto here to be... She wants the bottom part to kind of look like a pirate shanty town, where I was hoping up in the higher up parts and as we travel up the cliff, I want to take actual ships and put them into the cliff. Like, for example, over here, you'd only see the aft, the aft of the ship, and the rest of it would be embedded into the wall. Or like they took a wreck and moved it up and made that a home. Maybe a front poking out in a different area. Maybe a whole ship, the whole side of a ship somewhere. I think that would look really cool. But these are really neat too, man. I know I ramble on about stuff, and I apologize for that, but look at that. I wish it made noise. That's just so cool. All right, well, this is our cow foundry with the cows that thus far that we have found. We got a smeltery. I should have brought some iron and stuff, huh? Let me run back and grab some real quick. Did she spell home wrong? I think she did. That's okay, though. It'll be homey if it needs to be. Now, I could double up this ore by grinding it in the grinder. Or I can make another furnace. Another redstone furnace, and there's an ore doubling item for it as well. Plus, there's a draconic chest, which I was kind of looking into. Let's go back and finish showing you this. I'm curious. Yeah, there is an extra E on home. Oh, well. So let's put our iron in here. Let it go. And here's our cows. Why do I have 2 buckets? How weird. Let's do some milking. Unfortunately, it killed our emerald cow. I picked up the bucket off of him and accidentally double-clicked with the right mouse. Here he was. Rip emerald cow, and then accidentally dropped the emerald where he was standing and cooked him. He was delicious, though. I did eat his steak. So emerald cows, highly advisable. It's like Angus beef. It's good stuff. So let's see. Might as well milk everybody, right? Is it really milking if there's no milk? This is really neat. Liquid. It flows up. Pretty cool, right? I was thinking of trying to use that to get to like slime islands and what? Oh yeah, and it gives you water breathing. This is the boy right here, Terra Steel, man. Dark steel. It's hard to complain about that. I should make some dark steel balls for the grinder. I'm kind of taking for granted a lot of you, if anybody that would be watching, it's probably already, watch pros play the different. Oh, I'm gonna have to break that. The different mod packs. So, and you've probably played some modded yourself. So a lot of the explanation probably isn't necessary, and I apologize for that. But, man. All right, we're going to try to empty all these into one. Come on. Come on. There we go. So let's insert. Let's extract always on. Oh, that's items. Darn it. We need fluids. Insert fluids. Extract. I'm going to lose some of it, unfortunately. But with this setup, there's not a lot that can be done about that, sadly. Yeah, we're going to lose this bit in here, but that's okay. So we'll pop that. And, oh, still don't think there was enough to fill another one between the two, so I'm not too worried about it. We have a cow. I know. Whoa, where'd it go? Did it go inside? No, okay. So that's extract, always always active. There we go. Let's put the fluid conduit back on. This is just making us blocks of iron in the long run. So extract, always active. Extract, always active. Extract, always active. And extract, always active. So far, with the process, this is kind of the stuff that I made. See, we only got 1 emerald before I cooked the cow. Actually, that's not true. We got a couple other emeralds. We had the smeltery in a different area and moved it over here. Oh, look at that. How convenient. Item conduit. What's in there? Oh, she's been pulverizing items to get... Nice. How cool. She's smart. Alright, so now we're going to set this to extract. Always active. Extract. Always active. Extract. Always active. Are we going to get another box out of it? Our block? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. Think I could pump it back in there? Let's see. So I can pump it back in. I might be able to turn it into ingots and not waste as much. Really? How neat. I'll have to remember that for these tanks. Six ingots, huh? 2. 4. And I could probably set these item conduits up on these guys too, and they would go to that box, but 6. I don't know, there's something about pulling the ingot off that I don't mind. Sounds a little dirty, doesn't it? Warning, adult content. Alright, let's get these back to always active. Extract, always active. I'm going to have to bust those. Extract, always active. And extract, always active. There we go. Alright, so we've seen the cow foundry. Pretty much got your base tour for the most part. I mean, like I said, we don't have a lot going on right now. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go look up a draconic chest to see if it's even worth attempting to make. So I think it's really expensive energy-wise. Draconic. This is a really neat mod, by the way. It adds... I don't know. I've never really toyed with it. It's been in a couple different of the packs that I've played. But I've never really played a pack long enough to make it worth a draconic chicken. Draconium chicken. Ooh. Really? How do we breed him? An ender pearl chicken and a pig iron chicken. I gotta get Navi on the chickens, man. That's crazy talk. Okay, draconium chest. No? Alright, let's look at draconic. There we go. This will give us everything. It's a neat little trick that Navi taught me. You hit the @ and then the name of the mod, and it'll take you and pull up everything that mod has to offer. Chaos crystals don't show. Interesting. That's going to be fun to go try to find those, by the way, when it's time. The only way to get them is from a Chaos Guardian, which spawn on these neat little islands in the end. And they're pretty much a harder dragon from what I've read. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that. Where is the chest? You know, I looked it up earlier while I was working at work, and yeah, I was working at work. That's what you do at work, right? Crafting injector, crafting injector. We'll find it. I don't know where. Portals. Portals are neat too. They just end up using a little bit too much power, I think. Wyvern leggings. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to look it up then, some other time. Oh well. But we've kind of used up most of our time, so you know, I appreciate everybody joining me today. Feel free to stop by anytime. Let's take this armor off. I don't really need it. And I got a swanky suit. There we go. So anyways, thank you all for joining me once again. You have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.